Hey guys, welcome to beautiful sunny Ocean Cay, which is MSC's natural reserve or nature reserve down in the Bahamas. And ooh, look at that shark. Yeah, that guy snuck up on me while snorkeling there. So this is just a little very unprofessional quick video or 10-minute video, whatever it ends up being, of me telling you about my experience there. I'm going to do a separate one on the ship. So if you're into that, be sure to come back for that when I get it done. But I wanted to talk to you about the island, what they have to offer, and what to expect. As we're getting into it, I'm just going to explain. I do apologize for some of the quality issues for the underwater footage, as I was filming this with an Insta360 X4, which this was my first time using it underwater. Apparently, it's not the greatest underwater camera. I won't make that mistake next time. Anyhow, with that being said, this island is amazing, which is actually a surprise because, in all honesty, when I was looking at some stuff of the island before going on this cruise, it looked boring, to be honest with you. I thought it was just going to be, all right, well, I guess we're just going to sit on a beach. It's going to be boring. But it actually ended up being a great day. Some of it was spent just sitting around. But you've got a couple of miles, I guess it is, of beach that you can walk if you walk the entire island, which I basically did. There's a lot of these little things that people make out of the rocks, you know, inikshuks or whatever they are. I don't know, I'm from Canada, so that's what they call them up here. There might be something different down there. There are several little bars and restaurant things and food trucks, and the buffet moves to the island. Unfortunately, I didn't get much footage of some of that stuff, and there's gift shops and all that. I didn't really go to any of that. I did go for the buffet, but I forgot to make a video of it. But essentially, they just take a bunch of the buffet food from the ship, I guess, and it gets set up on the island. And the food was good, so no issues with that. And then gift shops if you want to buy random crap or whatever. I believe some of this restaurant bar thing I'm at here has areas reserved for a yacht club. I believe down that little stairwell there or something, which is a premium upgrade offered on the MSC ship. I did not get that, so I was a lowly peasant not included in the yacht club luxury experience, but that's okay. I had a great time, and the staff were all great. No issues with them whatsoever. And anyway, this is a lighthouse. I didn't bother going up it. You can climb it for like 25 bucks US or something like that, if you want a view of the island. But I'm going to give you a little pro insider tip. The ship is just as tall as the lighthouse, so go to the top floor of the ship and you can basically see everything the same as you could from the lighthouse. But that's just my opinion. I think it should be free. I think you've paid enough for the cruise. I don't believe there should be a charge for that. And then I didn't get good footage of the night light show. They do a night light show on the island. Unfortunately, by the time I tried to get up to position to film something, all the people had gone to the edge of the boat, whatever. I just couldn't get a good angle on it. So by all means, be sure to check out some other people's videos. They're going to have other videos with different angles and whatever than mine. So feel free to check those out. Now, as far as the beaches go, they're all beautiful. I'm going to say that. They're very beautiful. As you can see here, some of the beaches are very rocky and probably not really swimmable because of that, because, like, you know, trying to get out. Obviously you can if you want to brave the little rocks. They are kind of sharp. And I'll tell you that for snorkeling, I bought one of those stupid masks that, well, you look stupid in them, but it does your full face with a little antenna thing out the top, the breathing tube. I actually now will proudly snorkel as a dork because that thing worked amazing. And it actually, I just bought one on Amazon for like 50 bucks, so I can't really recommend one to you, but if you ever thought of it and you didn't know if they work or not, I actually loved it. I thought it was fantastic. And I think all the air in the mask helps keep you more buoyant, so it actually was real easy to snorkel around. Now, for snorkeling, the beach where I started over by the ship is kind of, in my opinion, was the best spot on the island to snorkel. Unfortunately, my camera didn't pick up a lot of the fish and stuff very well. Obviously, you saw that there's a stingray. He was over there on that side, and there's actually another one, a smaller one. And then The lagoon is where the shark is located. They do have shark netting here all around to try to keep the sharks out, but I guess this is just a shark that likes people or whatever and comes around. Up here we're going to get to see a really cool little dude that I don't even know if I knew that they were on the island, but anyway, they are, so it was cool seeing this guy here. Big old red iguana. That lagoon behind me there, this is in the middle of the island. The water was really murky. From land it looks clean, but from when you're down there in the water or whatever, because I'm guessing the wave is stirring up the dirt or whatever, not the dirt, you know what I mean, the sand, kind of murky. So the snorkeling in there, I went in a couple different spots, and that's like the shark is located way at the end of the horizon of where we're watching there. But ultimately the snorkeling in there wasn't as good as over by the ship. So keep that in mind if you go there. The rock walls along the ship are going to have your best snorkeling opportunities. At least the day I was there. Things obviously could change. Maybe tides or currents are going a different way. Later on in the video when I was snorkeling where the shark was, the right in here, I guess the tide ends up being out, so the water was a little lower than I guess it normally would be. They do put pylons out in the water to tell you where the water gets deep, I guess in case you have some children or whatever. But the water was fantastic for swimming. It is a beautiful island, so I have no complaints with anything like that. They do have little electric carts that they will drive you around if you can't walk that well. And then there's also an island being built, which is more of a luxury island. So I think it's going to be the future yacht club island for the people, so that they don't have to mix with the lowly regular citizens of the world. So if you are into that, then know that that's coming. And there actually is a great documentary that somebody put up about the history of the island. This actually used to be some kind of a quarry or something like that, and then it was like an industrial wasteland full of all kinds of like old broken machinery that had been beaten and battered in hurricanes and all that, and then they spent a couple $100 million building it to what it is today. And it's fantastic. As for amenities on there, I already told you it's got some restaurants and bars. So the food is included. There's extra food that you can buy if you feel the need to. But the food is included and the drinks are on you though. So if you want to buy drinks, or if you have the drink package, then I believe the drinks are included for whatever is included with that. This is an MSC owned island with one ship present at a time. So it's never going to be crowded, which is actually nice. You know, at maximum on the island, you're only going to have the population of the boat, which is actually really nice. So as you saw the various clips, how much open space you had. And then, but I would recommend a tour around and find your own little favorite spot. And yeah, it's I would definitely go back here. I would like to say that, you know, because sometimes that matters. People would be like, oh, would you go back somewhere? And my answer to that would be absolutely. I would love another day there. We went there for reference January 17th, I believe it was, and the temperature was not hot. It was only about 22 degrees Celsius, give or take a couple of degrees. So when the wind was blowing and you got out of the water, it was a little cold. Water was a little cold when you first got in, but you very quickly would adapt to it. You can see my issues with my camera. I was explaining there, the lenses, and anyway, awesome camera, just not underwater. So, which by the way, has served to people that if you have an Insta360 and you think that's your underwater camera, go ahead and grab either a GoPro or the Insta360 has action cameras that are all, it's going to do a better job than this. It's not the one. However, with that being said, this camera does come with single lens mode, which I've never tried, so I guess I should say that. Just we're off topic, but I just want to mention that. As for us, our ship, we were on the MSC Divina, just so you know, and we basically arrived at 7 in the morning, and we had to board back onto the ship at, I don't know, 6 p.m. I think it was. But actually, no, I said we got there at 7 a.m. We didn't. We were scheduled to get there at 7 a.m., but because of wind coming in this day, we went there last night. Sorry, we were scheduled for 7 a.m., but we actually went there the night before, but they wouldn't let us off the ship. So we just kind of got to look at it the night before, but no light show the first night. And then, yeah, we got there, I think, at 9 o'clock at night or something. But anyway, I want to make sure I tell the story right. But as you can see, it is a beautiful place. Lots of bikini chicks, if that's what you like looking at. I personally don't. I try to avoid it because it's rude to stare. But if you would like to, there's definitely some chicks in bikinis. And or if you're a chick that likes dudes, then there's probably some buff dudes for you to watch too. And so, yeah, perverts rejoice. Also, I mentioned that there is lots of chairs and stuff like that. So this section here, they're not paid chairs or anything. There are some paid chairs I think you can rent, but we didn't opt for that. So where we sat right there with all the colorful shit, that was free chairs, and there was plenty to pick. So anyway, that'll wrap it up. Hopefully you enjoyed my nonsense, and if you're thinking of going, go.